In the serene village of Umuanaji, nestled in the heart of the big Delta state, Nigeria, a baby girl named Ifunanya was born. Her arrival brought mixed emotions to her parents, Chike and Nkem. Ifunanya was born with albinism, a condition that made her skin, hair, and eyes much lighter than those of her family and neighbor. While Nkem embraced her daughter with love and acceptance, Chike, influenced by deep-seated superstitions and societal pressures, rejected Ifunanya and abandoned the family. Chike's rejection was compounded by his desire to be with another woman, Adaobi, who lived in a neighboring village. Adaobi was known for her beauty and charm, and Chike, captivated by her, decided to abandon his family. He left Nkem and Ifunanya to fend for themselves, believing that starting a new life with Adaobi will bring him happiness and escape from the stigma he felt Ifunanya's condition brought to him. Adaobi was a captivating woman from a neighboring village known for her beauty and charm. She had a magnetic personality that drew people to her, and Chike was no exception. Feeling overwhelmed by the societal pressure and superstitions surrounding Ifunanya's albinism, Chike found solace in Adaobi's company. She presented an escape from the stigma and responsibilities he felt burdened by Adaobi's condition. Adaobi, aware of Chike's situation, offered him a sense of acceptance and admiration that he craved for. She encouraged him to leave behind what she saw a problematic situation and to start anew with her. Left to fend for herself and her daughter, Nkem faced numerous challenges. The villagers, steeped in ignorance and fear, often whispered behind her back, calling Ifunanya a curse or bad omen. Despite the discrimination, Nkem was determined to provide a good life for her daughter, so she worked tirelessly, taking on multiple jobs. Ifunanya's childhood was lonely and challenging. She grew up facing constant bullying and isolation in school. Her classmates would call her names like Oyibo, White Witch, Ghost, Oyibo, White Witch, Ghost, and some teachers even treated her differently. Ifunanya was a brilliant student. She excelled in her studies, particularly in science and mathematics, and had passion for solving complex problems. Most of the times in school, she would be the only one sitting on one row of the seat in class. Her classmates mocked her appearance. During recess and lunch breaks, many children would avoid playing with Ifunanya. She often found herself sitting alone, watching other kids play from a distance. This isolation made her feel lonely and excluded. Some teachers, influenced by the same superstition as the villagers, would subtly exclude her from group activities. They would assign her a separate task that required her to work alone, even during morning assemblies. On few occasions, Ifunanya faced physical bullying. Some students would push her from behind. Some would throw things at her and she would trip and fall. They would start laughing. These acts of aggression were meant to intimidate and humiliate her. Oftentimes, you will find Ifunanya alone crying, wishing she was never born in this cruel world. Despite these challenges, Ifunanya's resilience and determination helped her perseverance. During recess and lunch breaks, as she watched other children playing, tears would start rolling down from her eyes. Her mother, Nkem, provided unwavering support. She was Ifunanya's biggest source of strength. She encouraged her to stay strong and always believe in herself. Nkem often reminded her daughter, Ifunanya, her worth and potential, helping her to maintain a positive self-image despite the negativity around her. One day, a youth club member, in the person of Mrs. Adaobi, was posted to her school. She was a compassionate and understanding teacher. After a few classes she had with Ifunanya, she recognized Ifunanya's potential and provided her with encouragement and guidance she needed in excelling. They both became friends instantly. At times after school, Ifunanya would visit Miss Adaobi and she would confide her innermost thoughts to her. Some days, Miss Ada will be seen educating the other students about albinism. Ifunanya's love for science became a refuge. She spent hours working on her project and experiment. She had passion for science. One day, the school announced a national science competition, and Copper Ada encouraged Ifunanya to enroll in that competition. At first, Ifunanya did not see it as a good idea because she was an albino. She felt she would be discriminated at the competition. More also, her mother, Mrs. Nkem, could hardly feed them, let alone register her for the competition with such an amount of money. But Kopada encouraged her that having studied her for months, her passion for science and education will give her an upper hand and the win she deserves. She told her that as for the registration fee, she, Kopada, will cover the expense from the meager salary she was paid by the government. In excitement, Ifunanya agreed. She spent countless hours preparing for the competition. With the support of her mother, Mrs. Nkem, and Kopa Ada, they supported her every step all the way. She believed in herself and she worked hard despite the discouragement from some of her peers and even a few teachers. When the day of the competition arrived, Ifunanya stood out not just because of her appearance but because of her confidence and intelligence. She presented her project on sustainable farming technique, which she had developed to help her village combat the effect of drought. Her innovative ideas and thorough research impressed the judges and Ifunanya won the grand prize. Her victory brought immense pride to her school and her village. The prize included a substantial grant for the school, which was used to build a new science laboratory and improve educational resources. Ifunanya's success also brought development to the community as her sustainable farming techniques were implemented, leading to better crop yields and improved livelihood for many families. Ifunanya's achievement changed the way the villagers saw her. They began to respect and admire her for her intelligence and contribution. Her story inspired many to challenge their prejudice and embrace diversity. Even her father, Chike, who had abandoned her on watching her on the day of the competition, as the show was televised on national TV, was ashamed of his action that he abandoned his wife and his daughter because she was born an albino. Upon declaring her as the winner, there were tears of joy rolling out from her eyes. As Chike watched Ifunanya's achievement from afar, he was filled with regret and guilt. When Chike decided to return to his family, he did so with a newfound understanding of his responsibilities and a deep desire to make things right. Chike's return was initially met with mixed emotions. Ifunanya, though hurt by his past actions, were willing to give him a chance to make amends. Chike pleaded for forgiveness from his wife and daughter. He publicly apologized to Ifunanya and Nkem, acknowledging the pain he had caused them. They both forgave Chike and welcomed him back as part of the family. As the news of her win spread, admiration and respect for Ifunanya grew among her peers. They began to see her not just as an albino girl, but as a brilliant and hardworking student. Several students reached out to congratulate Ifunanya on her win, and they expressed their admiration. We have come to the end of this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If this is your first time of stumbling to my channel, you're highly welcome to Obiageli Stories. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and share this video with your family and